Good morning to one and all. Hopefully, you all are safe at home. And I suggest, as per the current situation, stay at home and be positive and keep in touch with study. And this video is dedicated to the sixth semester DSTT students because on the priority to the industries, a different calculation of GSM and actual weight of warp is used to find out the cost of the fabric, and the value main contents that are parameters involved to change the weight of the fabric, how to calculate GSM of the fabric from the fabric roll that is used in mostly in industries, and what is the cream and parameters depends upon actual weight of warp and weft required, calculate the GSM from count and thread density. First, what are the parameters involved to change the weight of the fabric? First, count of warp and weft. Second, warp and weft density. Third, weave or design of the weave. So first one, count, that is if the thickness of the yarn is increased, then the weight is increased and vice versa. Agar count, as we know, count is indicates the thickness. तो धागा अगर मोटा होता है तो देन द फैब्रिक का वजन बढ़ता है, अगर धागा पतला रहता है देन द वेट ऑफ द फैब्रिक इज डिक्रीज. And similarly, second one, that is warp and weft density. Warp and weft density indicates the threads per inch in both ways, that is ends per inch or picks per inch of the fabric. If the inch per inch or picks per inch of the fabric is increased, then also the weight of the fabric can be increased up to some extent and vice versa. And third, weave, or it is also, we can say this is a pattern of interlacement. By changing the weaves or altering the weaves or interlacement of warp and weft along with the density of warp and weft, the weight of the fabric can be changed. So these are the main parameters to increase or decrease the weight of the fabric. Next, how to calculate the GSM of the fabric on a fabric roll. So before go through the GSM from the fabric, GSM can be calculated in the many different ways. We can cut a 1 square meter fabric and weight it. It is also good. And in different methods, when you go for a factory visit or any different place and you have a only weighing machine, not any digital machine, then you have a fabric roll, and from that fabric roll how it is calculated GSM. So you just calculate yeah, just weight the fabric rolls, and when you get the weight of the roll, from that weight you can calculate the GSM. So before calculation, first we have to know the weight per linear meter of the fabric and what is the main difference between linear meter and GSM of the fabric. As the fabrics are made with different width, then the weight of the fabric per meter with specific width is called linear weight, whereas the GSM is stand for grams per square meter of the fabric and is a standard parameter to check the weight as a quality of a fabric. Okay. So the weight of the fabric per linear meter, you can calculate it easily by just dividing weight of the fabric roll upon length of the fabric roll in meter. Then if we calculate the GSM, then from the linear weight we can easily calculate weight of the linear meter of the fabric upon width of the fabric in inch into 39.37. Width is divided and 39.37 is multiplied to the linear weight of the fabric. That gives you the GSM. By dividing and multiplied, it is divided to the total number of square meter of the fabric. Then next, darwaza band karo. Next, what is crimp and the parameters depends upon when the its slides is added due to mostly in the it is comes under frequently asked question in the interviews in the industries. So first what is crimp? When warp and weft interlace in a fabric, they follow a wavy path instead of straight, and this waviness of yarn is called crimp. And the crimp is always expressed in percentage, and crimp percentage is a measure of waviness of yarn in the fabric. Crimp, actually when we go for weaving, all the warp threads are interlaced to each other. That is, horizontal thread is warp and vertical thread are warp and horizontal are weft. When it is interlaced, all the threads are change its straight line to a wavy path according to the interlacement. So this is the measure of the waviness, that is called crimp, and it is measured in the percentage, and the crimp percentage is the measure of waviness. So next, the crimp is depends upon the following factors: thickness of yarn, in other words that is count, yarn density, that is ends per inch or picks per inch, weave or pattern of interlacement, or tension applied in the subsequent processes. These are the points depends upon the crimp. If we count change, then count change, the crimp is also changed, and according to this is also, you can also explain the according to weave, this the crimp is also changed, and tension applied in the subsequent processes, that is in weaving, the tension of warp and tension of weft, these are also depends upon the crimp. In the fabric, warp are kept in a tension during weaving and weft are kept in a low tension. So in mostly cases the warp crimp is less than weft. This is for of your kind information. And next, method to calculate tape length and total number of heads. So before calculating the actual weight of warp, these are the two parameters required to calculate before before calculating the actual weight of warp. So what is tape length? The weight of warp is what is tape length? It is the actual length of warp required to produce a given length of fabric. So it is depends upon the cloth length and warp crimp. So tape length is calculated from the cloth length. So tape length is numerically tape length is equal to cloth length into 100 plus warp crimp percentage divided by 100. And total number of ends, as you already known, the total number of ends depends upon the width of the fabric and the ends per inch. So numerically you can easily calculate it, that is ends per inch into cloth width in inch. After calculating both, we can easily calculate the total actual weight of warp required. The next, to calculate actual weight of warp, due to the counts are in different systems, there are two different formulas mostly used for first for indirect system. If count is in English cotton English system, then the actual weight of warp yarn required in pounds is equal to tape length in yards into total number of ends whole divided by warp count into 840. Here 840 is the Hank unit. length unit of the new English system. According to this indirect system, if the length unit is changed, and 840 is replaced to the length units. So according to that, if count is in any different system other than new English system, we can easily calculate it. And for direct system, let the count is in text system, then the actual weight of warp required in grams is equal to tape length in meter into total number of ends into warp count whole divided by 1000. As we know, wastages occur in different stages: warping, winding and weaving, etc. So to calculate the actual weight of warp yarn required including wastage, simply add the waste percentage. In the above two formulas don't include the wastage, but these are the two base formulas. If wastage is given, then we just add the waste percentage in the above two formulas. Next, actual weight of weft required. So before go through the calculate of weight of weft required, the reed width is to be calculated. So the actual length, what is reed width? That is the actual, in calculation, reed width is the actual length of pick required to produce a given width of fabric. So it is depends upon cloth width and weft crimp. So reed width in inch is equal to cloth width in inch into 100 plus weft crimp percentage divided by 100. Then for indirect system, to calculate the weight of fabric, if the count is in cotton English system, that is mostly used system, the actual weight of weft yarn required in pounds is equal to reed width in inch into picks per inch into cloth length in yards whole divided by weft count into 840. For direct system, if the count in text system, then the actual weight of weft yarn required in grams is equal to reed width in centimeter into picks per centimeter into cloth length in meter into weft count whole divided by 1000. It is not for the student, it is noted that the reed width always in centimeter or in inch, but the cloth length is always in yards or meters. So these are the two different system. So it is noted always so that it is not be any confusion. Now calculate the GSM from the count and thread density. तो फर्स्ट व्हाट इज जीएसएम? जो जीएसएम, अगर हम कोई फैब्रिक का एक जीएसएम निकालते हैं तो एक्चुअली एक स्क्वायर मीटर फैब्रिक का जो वजन है दैट इज कॉल्ड जीएसएम, या तो ग्राम्स पर स्क्वायर मीटर. इफ यू कॉट ए स्क्वायर मीटर एंड फैब्रिक एंड द weight of that fabric, that is called GSM, and it is a standard weight to calculate. Yeah, it's a quality parameter of weight of a fabric. So for indirect system, if the count is in cotton English system, that is mostly used in the actual weight of warp yarn required in grams. In last slides you already learned the actual weight of yarn required in pounds, but in GSM indicates the result is in grams of square meters, so we have to calculate the weight in grams. So we can calculate it in this manner. tape length in yards into total number of hands into 453.6 divided by 840 into work count. Only 453.6 is multiplied, so that the pound is converted to grams. In place of tape length, now tape length must be in yards. So but we have a length and width of the fabric, it is 1 meter length and 1 meter width. We have to calculate the weight. So to convert the 1 meter length in yards, so 1 meter is equal to 1.0936 meter. 1 meter is equal to 1.0936 yards. Here tape length must be in yards, so 1 meter is converted to yards. Next, for total number of ends, that is width into ends per inch, so we can, in place of total number of ends, we can write 39.37 into ends per inch. Then we can get ends per inch upon work count into 23.25, ignoring the cream percentage here. And similarly, the weight of weft yarn required in grams. Here also you can same formula, that is actual weight of weft into 453.6, that is converted from pound to grams. And in place of reed width in inch, that is width of the fabric, that is 39.36 inch into pix per inch. Here reed width in inch must be in inch, so 1 meter is converted to inch, 39.37 inch into pix per inch. And here cloth length must be in yards. Here cloth length in yards, so 1 meter is equal to 1.0936 yards, because we have to calculate the weight of the fabric of 1 meter width and 1 meter length, that is GSM. So here cloth length is also in yards, so 1 meter is equal to 1.0936 yards. And from that numeric we get pix per inch upon work count, pix per inch upon, here it is weft count into 23.25. So finally we can calculate the GSM of the fabric is equal to weight of the warp in grams plus weight of weft in grams. From this two derivations we already get EPI upon work count into 23.25 plus pix per inch upon weft count into 23.25. By taking 23.25 in common, we get the formula EPI upon work count plus PPI upon weft count within bracket into 23.25. Here in all formulas we ignoring the cream percentage. So assuming average cream percentage of warp and weft if C percentage, then the GSM of the formula can be written as EPI upon warp count plus PPI upon weft count within bracket into 23.25 into 100 plus C upon 100, where C is the average cream percentage. So by using this above formula, it is easily calculated the GSM of the fabric from EPI, ends per inch, pix per inch, and warp and weft counts. This is derived because in the industries when we go, they are using this formula, because we are already in India mostly used count is, that is any system, but weight and length are used in meter and grams or kilograms. So you can, by using this formula, we can easily calculate the GSM of the fabrics. Okay, thank you.